wonderful and practically windless day down here in Medicine Hat, which is pretty impressive because the last couple of days have been very windy. So I decided to take advantage of this afternoon I have off, and I'm going to do some hiking for some rattlesnakes and some bullsnakes. Sure, we'll see some black widows and likely some garter snakes too, but main targets are rattlesnakes, and maybe a really big bull snake would be nice. But yeah, we're just going to be hiking right down along this coulee trail, and we are going to see what we can come across, so stay tuned. We are armed today with my trusty snake tongs, and I have a camera bag as well, which contains one camera, which is going to be awesome because I'm really enjoying taking photos lately. So if we find anything good, oh, that's a new hole. If we find anything good, I'll also get some really nice photos of it, and I'll show those up on the screen so you guys will get some nice photography as well. It's always good to check around and under every single rock, kind of. Don't think anyone's home. Just make sure no one's like hanging out around the rock, either catching some sun or maybe hanging out in a shaded area like this. And looks like nobody. All right, there's a couple really good kind of hot spots in this area that I'm mostly here to check just those. And you can see one of them up there. It is that rock. So here a few days ago, we saw 2 large rattlesnakes there, and it was awesome, but I didn't have a camera with me and they hid before I could pull my phone out. But yeah, we're just gonna literally keep hiking until we see something, and you guys will be the first to know. Let's go. Okay, this is wild. Look at this rock. Almost perfectly flat, and then just down the hill is the other half. Somehow this rock has split clean in half, and then the other half just kind of tumbled and flopped over there. That is so neat. Coming off the trail a bit just to check out some of these nice looking rocks. Be sure to check all the way around and shaded areas too. And this nice big rock up here. And nobody is home. All right, let's go. Okay. Can you stop? Oh yeah, real nice, real nice. Okay, all these gulls think I'm so funny out here walking by myself. And they're letting me know what they think of it. Keep to yourself next time, buddy. Oh, what's that? Oh, a little meadowlark. I always expect this spot to be so good just because of these nice looking rocks. And I've actually never found anything in this whole area of these rocks. There's never anybody here. And every time I'm here, it's the same results. And yet I still check, and I'm disappointed every time because it just looks like a spot that should be so good. There's a bone down there. Oh. Heart-shaped rocks, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is about this spot, but it seems so good, and then snakes just don't like it. It's all right, we got lots more spots to check today. So right here we have a harvester ant nest, and the reason they are cool is because down farther south from where I am, along the Milk River, these ants, you can see the way they build their nests is they collect all these little rocks to put on top of them so that their sand doesn't blow away. And the story is down in the Milk River, where there's naturally occurring diamonds. A good way to find small diamonds is if you find a harvester ant nest, look through all the rocks, because these ants will actually grab the diamonds and put them on their nest, thinking they're just small rocks. To them it doesn't matter, right? And I'm not sure if it's true or not. I've heard it multiple times from multiple people, which makes me want to say that it's true. I'll have to look into it more, but I don't know, just a fun little piece of trivia there. All right, we are approaching the spot where I saw 2 quite large prairie rattlesnakes just a couple days ago. And there's no telling if they'll be in their same spot or not, but you know, it's always worth a good check. They were just under this large rock. And I don't see... Aha, I do see one. Okay, I'm gonna just set my tongs down and zoom in for you guys. Right there, you see him? Hunkered down. He's probably thinking right now, okay, I'm staying still, camouflage, this guy can't see me. So I'm just gonna continue to stay still and hope that he walks on by without making a noise. So I'm gonna try and get a little closer. I have a very good feeling he's just gonna dart away though, and I wanna get some camera photos. So I'm gonna try and take some photos of him first, and then I'll approach and see what he does. Well, this is super cool. Oh, rattlesnake's moving. I just got a little closer with the camera, and then as I crouch down to get a better angle, there's also a bull snake under the same rock. Rattlesnake right there. You can see them both. Oh, and here goes our rattlesnake. Nice, there you go. So this is the prairie rattlesnake, Crotalus viridis. And the bull snake just farther back is Pitophis. It'll be on the screen. I forget how to pronounce it. Oh, there goes our rattler. Look at that beautiful patterning on their sides. So cool. If I can get a look at his tail, I can figure out if he's male or female. I want to say male. Let's see. Yeah, so this is a male, I believe. Pretty, I'd say average size male for this area too. And then now that the rattlesnake's gone, we can get close to this bull snake without having to worry about taking a bite, which is awesome. Yep, so just under this rock is a bull snake that my camera does not want to focus on. Well, okay, let me try something else here. Okay, so the bull snake is still under this rock. I'm going to attempt to move him out with my tongs, maybe get him in hand. He seems pretty flighty though, so it's a pretty long shot. And the rattlesnake has now moved that way, so I'm not worried about him coming up and surprising me. Just gonna move the camera. It's a little better. Okay, going in with the grabbers because I forgot my hook like an idiot. Oh, see, now he's leaving. Well, didn't work. That's all right. Got a little bit of footage of him. He was so deep in that crack, I couldn't really get a good shot of him anyway. Tried with the camera. We'll see how that turned out later. And I'll throw that up on the screen. But the rattlesnake has now moved to a more open hiding spot. So I can get a lot better shots of him with the camera and with my phone for you guys right now. So we're going to see how that turns out. There's our rattlesnake. Look at him in there, eh? So cool. I love finding these guys. They're just so cool. Fun little fact about these guys. People think that because this is a rattlesnake in Canada, they're like, oh, it's a Canadian snake, it's not that dangerous, right? Wrong. So this may not be the most toxic rattlesnake on the planet, but this still isn't something you want to just get bit by just because you think it's not dangerous because we're in Canada. These things pack a punch. Their venom is mostly cytotoxic, which means it destroys tissue. It kills tissue, so that's how you see those really nasty looking bites. The hands are like turning black and purple and their skin is falling apart. It's really not nice. So always at all costs, do everything you can to avoid a bite. That's why I'm kind of keeping my distance here. Not handling the snake because I don't need to. And I'm wearing all my proper PPE. You can see, got my good hiking boots on. Wearing my good snake gaiters, right? These are really thick. They cover down where the boots don't really cover, and my heel as well, all the way up to my knees. So taking every precaution to be extra safe here, hiking in rattlesnake territory, and always just be mindful of the snakes and the area you are in. And try and get closer and see if he maybe gives us a rattle. All right, you guys, this rattlesnake has been so good with me, has let me get quite close. Obviously not like stupid close, like sticking the camera right in his face or anything, but has let me get very close and let me get some incredible photos of him that I'll flash up on the screen right away. I'm now gonna do something I did once before with a baby rattlesnake. I'm going to grab my phone with my tongs, and I'm going to get a little closer just to try and get kind of a more close-up shot of the snake without putting myself in danger. And I'm gonna do my best to not get too close to make the snake uncomfortable. So let's give that a go right now. All right, the phone is up with the tongs. We're going in. There we go, you guys. Prairie rattlesnake, Crotalus viridis, nice adult male. Beautiful, beautiful animal right here, you guys. Absolutely one of my favorite creatures to exist. And he's been so good, so quiet, just sitting here waiting for me to leave. And that's what I'm just about to do. I'm gonna give this guy all the space that he wants. Just so cool. Well, that was an awesome encounter back there. We had a adult male rattlesnake, prairie rattlesnake, and what seemed to be a pretty good size bull snake. Couldn't tell like age, gender. I'm just gonna say it was an adult because it looked fairly large. But yeah, super cool, especially to see both of these snakes in the same, like they were under the exact same rock at the start, which is just, I don't know. It's something you actually see kind of a lot. It always surprises me when you see two different species under the same rock. It's just such a cool thing to observe. And I'm glad I was able to get a little bit of that on camera for you guys. All right, so I wasn't fast enough with the camera, I'm sorry, but there was a bull snake that just went into this hole. It was a juvenile for sure. It might have been the same one I saw around here the other day. But I was looking up there, right dead center of the screen. I saw a black widow. I'm like, oh nice, I'll go up there. And then I looked down and this bull snake just shot into the hole. So a little disappointing, but it does happen. You cannot get them all. But I'm gonna take you out and see if this widow's still out because it looked pretty big. Oh yeah, there it is, look at that. Just gonna set some things down here. So, there is the infamous, black widow. Awesome, you can see that red on her abdomen there. That is so cool. They are fairly shy, I've noticed. I'll try and get closer. There's a good chance she just disappears. Well, this one is letting me get very close, which is quite unusual. Oh, cleaning her leg there or something. This is so cool. Oh, what a shot right there. See that? That is their infamous red hourglass on the underside of their abdomen. So cool. Not sure what else to tell you about these guys other than they're greatly overhated, and their bite is not as bad as people say they are. This is a western black widow, and you might experience some pain, some swelling, maybe some pretty bad headaches, nausea, stuff like that. This is not an animal that will kill you. The compounds that makes up its venom cannot put you into anaphylactic shock. So I'm trying to remember the actual term. There's something in their venom and the concentration of it is too low. So it's not even possible. There's been one reported death, and the guy that died went into anaphylaxis because of the antivenin, which he had an allergic reaction to, not the actual spider bite. So super misunderstood creatures. That being said, though, still don't mess with them. It's not going to be a good bite. I'm just saying they're greatly over exaggerated, but still such cool animals to see out here. All right, you guys, check this out. I was just walking by and I noticed there's a black widow right there. And I guess you can already see, look right behind the black widow. There's a rattlesnake, young prairie rattlesnake right tucked in behind this black widow spider. Just so cool to see these two right next to each other like that. And of course, I'm always going to try and get closer and see what happens. I might actually try and grab this rattlesnake just to show you guys kind of what they sound like and what they do to defend themselves. But first, let me get a little closer. Look at that, you guys. Two infamous animals tucked right next to each other in this tiny hole. So cool. I gotta get the camera out. Well, unfortunately, when I went up close with the camera, the snake didn't enjoy that and he slowly backed away. So I did get some photos. What was really cool is when the snake started rattling, the black widow went towards the tail, because what I'm assuming is the black widow felt the vibrations and thought it had caught a bug. So it was like trying to wrap up the rattle. It was super cool. I might have been able to show that in the photos. I'm gonna come down here. You You might be able to hear him rattle if I get close. Hear that? It's very faint because he went pretty deep in there, but I guess you can still see the black widow. Yeah, he just ducked away in that hole, so little guy is safe, away from predators and me, I guess. But yeah, that was an insane observation right there, and I hope the photos do it justice. I'll show them right here. All right, just on our way back to the car, I'm gonna pay that first rattlesnake another visit just to see if he's still there, maybe get another quick shot of him, and then yeah, just checking a couple other spots I walked past on the way there, just to make the walk back potentially more interesting, which it already has been because I already spotted one that I missed on the way there. And these rocks look empty. Oh well. The next spot's actually just here, so instead of going down to the path, I'll just stay up here, check out some of these surrounding rocks that I didn't look at on the way over. And our rattlesnake is still there. Well, our rattlesnake from the beginning is still hanging out in the same spot, so we're not going to bug him at all. We're just going to keep our distance, get some more footage like this. Anyway, super eventful day we've just had here. 2 rattlesnakes, this one, a smaller one, 2 bullsnakes, the one that was under there, the one that got away, and a couple widows. So pretty awesome observations today. This has been quite a hike. Oh, it's got interrupted by a biker, but that's all right. One last look at this beautiful fella in there, and this is where we make our leave. So I take back what I said about making my leave, because just thought, you know, why not? Came up this rock to check it out, and there is a bull snake right out in the open right there, and I am going to try and get my hands on him just to get him kind of up close for the camera. Yeah. All right, bull snake is just kind of behind you a bit. I'm gonna walk around and then hopefully I'll be able to bring the snake back. See what happens.
12 seconds later.
All right, so here's this big, beautiful bull snake we have, and I'm just gonna got a hold of his tail real quick, and then I'm just gonna let him go and see where he goes. See you, buddy. Oh, I wanted to show you their tails too. Look at their tails. Their striped tails like that. Super, super cool. And there he goes. That's probably right where I found him the first time. Yep, away he goes. All right, well, I'm super glad that I decided to check this last spot before going, because that was awesome. Well, that was pretty nuts, actually. Just when I decided to leave, I'm like, oh, why not? Let me just go up. And I literally just walked around the other side of the rock that rattlesnake was under. And there was 2 bull snakes. One of them I didn't see till I had already grabbed the large one, though. So it's okay. There's no way I was going to get them both. Just I maybe would have tried to get the smaller one if I had seen it, just because it would have been easier to handle, and can't bite as hard either, so I wouldn't have been as nervous. But this is going to be the official end. I'm pretty positive I'm not going to see anything else because my car is just up the hill. And yeah, awesome, awesome day out here. So I got to recount now, because that was the same bull snake as before. So 3 bull snakes. One of them got away. The other one I didn't grab. 2 rattlesnakes. Lots of black widows. And that super cool little rattlesnake that had the black widow on top of it. So awesome, awesome day out here. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.